So, you want to know the best way for a student to make wealth online. Well, you clicked on the right video because I'm going to explain exactly why this method is the best way for a student from middle school all the way through college, why this is the best way to make wealth online. Before we start the video, I want to explain that I'm a pretty new YouTuber. Everything I say is based off of my personal experience and my own opinions. So just keep that in mind. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but nonetheless, let's get into it. So first off, there are plenty of ways to make money online, especially as a student. You can start a business, you can create a YouTube channel or run social media, you can do drop shipping, you can do freelancing, you can even do stuff outside of being online, like get a part-time job if you're old enough. And there's just a lot of things you could do, just to name a few. I think out of those that I said, the best way for someone to make wealth and build wealth, which is different than getting rich, I think the best way to build wealth as a student, whether you're a middle schooler or you're a high schooler, you're a college student, maybe you're a graduate student, I think the best way is to build a personal brand. I explained this in my last video, why I was coming back, although that was like 6 months ago, super long time. I meant to upload a video in between this one and the last one, but video editing just got really out of hand and then college picked up. But I believe this is the best way because it allows you to build a following, and then you don't even have to have a product. You could just, I guess you could consider it a product, even though it's more like a service. But you could like start a Patreon. If you have 1,000 subscribers, loyal subscribers, and each one of them was paying $5 a month for a service that you provided via Patreon, or maybe you sell a course later down the line, that's $5,000 a month into your pockets. That's pretty good. Not to mention, having a personal brand will allow you to get warm leads, and as we all know in the business field, warm leads are way better, way better than like cold leads. The reason for that is because with warm leads, you don't have to go out and actually reach out to that person. They're already interested in your product, and they just have to make the decision to buy it, basically. With a cold outreach, cold lead, you have to reach out to them, explain why you're the right pick and why not someone else. And then you have to get them on a call or get them to sign a contract. And it's just a mess. Trust me, I've done it. It's very, very difficult, especially if you have to do like cold calling. It just wears on your mental state. So warm leads are by far way better. And usually they're also willing to pay more too. Having warm clients, usually that automatically sets the standard way higher than cold clients. With cold clients, they have no impression of you, and you have to set a good first impression. With warm leads, you don't have to. They already have a good impression of you. So they're likely to go tell their friends that may also need a product or service. If you turn your personal brand into a business, they're more likely to go out and explain things to their friends on why you're a better choice than someone else, which is already doing cold outreach for you. Therefore, you bring more warm leads in. More warm leads create more warm leads in this scenario. And that is basically why starting a personal brand, whether it's through Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, any social media platform, is better than just starting a business and not having a name for yourself. I do want to explain that doing both at the same time is all right. And it's not impossible to start a business without a name for yourself. It's just more difficult, which is why I think that going the personal brand route is the best way to build wealth. Because it's a lot slower than like building an agency and you're just signing $4,000 a month clients and all you need is like 3 of them to be financially set for the rest of your life. It requires a little bit more time, I should say. I don't want to say effort because depending on the content you make, it really doesn't. It requires less effort actually, but it requires significantly more time to actually build up that following of loyal members that are actually looking to spend money on you. Another reason why I think this is one of the best methods for a college student or just any student in general to build wealth using this method is because, yeah, it's time consuming, but it's not as time consuming as like running an agency where it requires you to be almost on someone else's time when you're scheduling appointments and spend hours upon hours just reaching out to as many people as you can until your lists run dry, which obviously is not a very good thing. This, just take 30 minutes, record a video, edit it, turn 30 minutes into 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending on the kind of video, maybe even shorter than that, and then upload it. And that's just for YouTube. You can do Instagram Reels, you can do TikTok videos. I don't know why that word slipped my mind. There's a whole entire variety of things you could do. You could start a newsletter, which helps build a sense of community and bring people into your personal brand. Before this video ends, I want to recap on what I had mentioned. Warm leads make more warm leads, and warm leads are miles better than cold leads, and they're usually willing to pay more. With a personal brand, you can use advertisements to gain revenue, and you can start a Patreon or a newsletter or some kind of online service, which would also generate more income. And then at that point, it works the same as like an online agency, where you only need X amount of customers paying you $5 a month to be financially set. Especially as a student, making $5,000 a month, that's not bad. Like as a college student, that basically pays off my college tuition. Now, one last thing. Who am I to tell you all of this? I know I'm very small. I'm a very small channel. Just started, literally only 2 videos on my channel, and I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. I want to build a sense of community with my channel. I want to be able to have my community feel like they can provide feedback to me and help me build as a person, as a channel, while I continue to provide value for you guys and for my community. And whilst all doing that, I want to kind of document my journey as I do this myself. I plan on building a personal brand, which is this channel, and then I want to turn that personal brand into a very small business, like using a Patreon membership for something. Whether it's like a Discord server, you get to chat with me. I've got tons of ideas that I have to go over, and it's also way too early for that. But you guys would get something in return. I get $5 a month, and I just scale it. And then eventually, I can start the agency that I wanted to start and help detailers and automotive people gain clients for their business. That's my ultimate end goal, and to help provide value to you guys as well. If you stuck with me throughout the whole entire video, I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's a little bit of a shorter video and I'm a little choppy. I stutter a little bit. I did some tweaking to my script where it's bullet points opposed to like word for word script. I just felt like that would be a lot more comfortable and help me keep on task. I have some things that I want to try with the future videos. I'm also pairing with my roommate to help me edit these videos. So hopefully it takes some of the load off of me, and then I can actually upload on a consistent basis. So if you're interested in learning and figuring things out with me, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Like the video and let me know that you're looking for more. And with that all out of the way, you got this. I believe in it.